Welcome to San Francisco summer morning. It's August, right? Well, thank you all so much for coming out here. The few, the proud, the super dedicated. You all get a gold star. Gold stars can be turned in at the end of the season, maybe for a mystery prize. I don't know what that mystery prize is, but you all are qualified for one. So, my name is Elisha. For those of you who don't know, we're offering these free yoga classes at the Whale Tail all summer long. Rain or shine, we are here. I was going to teach dancer pose this class, but instead, due to the weather, I'm going to offer us a little bit more of like a cardio-based class so we can get some more energy going, build up some heat. As always, you're more than welcome to skip any poses that don't feel good. That said, if there's any injuries that I should know about, if you wouldn't mind coming out to the front, I'm more than happy to offer you some modifications, some suggestions. And if not, we will get started in just a moment. How are we feeling? A little slow, I know. Oh, I know. But you are here, and I am hopeful that the sun is going to burn off this mist. Until then, just imagine you're like in the set of like a Twilight, maybe ooey Halloween movie. Okay, I don't think there's any injuries, so we're gonna get started. Let me just switch up the music. I like to start all my classes with a nice seated meditation. So however is best for you, come into a seat, something that you wouldn't mind holding for a few moments. Just make sure it is comfortable. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit on your knees, whatever feels good for you in this moment. You can gently rock side to side. Maybe roll the shoulders up to the ears, roll it back down along the spine. Imagine that you have a piece of string at the crown of the head, and now imagine that it's lifting you up towards the sky, elongating the spine, bringing you here until this moment. You can either have a soft gaze down in front of you, or if you feel safe to do so, you can start to slowly close your eyes. Start to bring your awareness to your breath, taking long, deep inhalations in through the nose. Big, open sigh. Let it go. Notice the mind is starting to wander. Just bring it back here into this moment. And if you would like something to focus on, to concentrate on, you can start to inhale in through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that cadence going, breathing in and out. I'm going to take a few moments to go quiet, allow you to connect to this moment, to connect to this space. If you would like to set an intention for your practice, you can do that now. And whenever you feel ready, start to slowly open the eyes if they're closed. Come into this space. Welcome. Okay. If your legs are crossed, switch the crossing of the legs just to bring some balance into the body. Maybe readjust your seats coming into a flat space here. Maybe take a moment to notice how this side feels compared to the other. All right, once you're ready, on your next inhale, sweep arms up overhead, reach up towards the sky, get as big as you can. And exhale, start to wiggle those left fingers, place it down by your thigh. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale, reach over to the side. Feeling that space in between the ribs, the intercostals opening up. You can stay here, or you can start to walk that left hand out to the side. Maybe getting a little deeper in that stretch. Hold here, one more breath. On your next inhale, both arms lift up overhead. And exhale, bring those right hand down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, reaching over to the side. So imagine that your shoulder is in between two planes of glass. You may need to roll it back, so stacking one shoulder on top of the other. And as we did on the other side, you can stay here, or you can walk those right fingertips out to the side and reach deeper into that side stretch. Hold it here through the exhale. On your next inhale, both arms lift up overhead. Turn palms to face me. Take a big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open up the chest. Two more just like that. Inhale, lift up overhead. Exhale, pull down. One more. Inhale, arms lift up overhead. And exhale, pull down. Let it feel good. Inhale, arms lift up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of you. Tense up on those fingers. Imagine you have a tennis ball in between the chin and the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Take a big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, maybe start to walk the hands out in front of you. Forward fold. Feeling that nice deep stretch in the hips. You can stay here. On your next inhale, you can halfway lift the chest. And exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper. Maybe you close the eyes here. All together, we'll take one more big breath. On your next inhale, start to walk the hands back to center. We all move into a tabletop position, however is best for you. So you can either press forward and then uncross your ankles, or you can simply bring your legs out to the side. We all meet tabletop position, shoulders stack over your wrists, spread the fingers out really wide, pointer fingers face forward, hips stack on top of knees. We warm up the spine with cat and cow. On your next inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift gaze up. Exhale, tuck tailbone under, press the ground away, gaze down towards the floor. Your knees, your thighs, maybe one day all the way to your navel. Inhale, drop the belly, roll shoulders back, moving back into cow pose. And exhale, tuck tailbone under, move back into cat. Now I invite you to continue moving through these two movements. Warming up the spine, bringing some mobility into the body. And if you would like to take any other variation, you can. You can either bring the shoulders past the wrist and then bring shoulders and hips over to the right side. Hips come towards heels. And then shoulders and hips move over to the left until finally you get back up to the top. And then switch directions, going in a large counterclockwise position. That is one option here, getting mobility in the hips and in the shoulders. Another option is to take a figure 8. So moving the shoulders and the hips in opposite direction. You can bend one elbow at a time if that feels good. And your other option here today is to take a wrist stretch. So starting from a tabletop position, you can stay here, or you can turn your fingers out to the side of the mat, so they're facing out to the side, and you can gently rock left to right, getting that stretch in the heels of the hands. If that feels okay and you would like to get deeper into that stretch, rotate the fingers so that they face in towards the thighs. The heels of the hands are facing towards the top of the mat. And from here, you can gently rock forward and back. You can stay here. You can try to maybe do that cat-cow motion that we just did. Lots of options for you in this tabletop position. But basically what we want to do here today in these movements, we want to let the body feel good, get that nice deep stretch from head to toe. We'll be here for a few more moments, a few more breaths. Take whatever movement you need in this moment. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You and your neighbor may be different, so just do whatever feels good for you. We'll take one more big breath here. And at the end of your next exhale, we start to come back to center, our default tabletop position. Fingers face forward, curl the toes, knees are under the hips, and then step your right foot back. Right heel faces up. We'll move into a bird dog. Ground into right hand. On your next inhale, left arm reaches forward. Left thumb faces up towards the sky. You can stay here, starting to activate your core if you want more. On your next inhale, lift right leg up. Starting to feel that imbalance in the body, getting stronger with every breath. You can stay here. Our final variations, moving into bird dog. Take a big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Curling into that small ball, just like in cat pose. Inhale, open up, expand. And exhale, elbow to knee. One more. Inhale, open up, expand. Exhale, elbow to knee, get into as small as ball as you can. Hold it here. Inhale, open up. And exhale, drop right knee, drop left hand. Gently rock the hips side to side. We do the same thing. Start to step that left foot back, left heel faces up, ground into left hand. On your next inhale, right arm lifts up, right thumb faces up towards the sky. You can stay here if you want more. On your next inhale, lift left leg up. Left toes face down. Align your left ankle with the left hip, so not lifting up too high. You can stay here, or for your final option, moving into bird dog. Take a big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, tucking into a small ball. Inhale, open up, expand. Exhale, elbow to knee. Final one, inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow to knee, hold it here. Inhale, open up. And exhale, left foot drops down, left knee drops down, right hand drops down. Gently rock the hips side to side. And we'll start to get ready to move into a downward facing dog. Curl toes under, ground into all 10 fingers, and from here, start to lift the hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Taking a moment to check with our alignment, making sure that the feet are parallel to one another. Imagine that they're on railroad tracks. Feet are about hip distance apart. Hands are open out wide, pointer fingers facing forward, spread all 10 fingers out, great adjustment there. Now we can start to introduce some movement into the body. Bend one knee at a time. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. If at any time you need to modify your downward facing dog, you can always move into a tabletop position. We'll take one more big breath here. Big, open both sides. Let it go. Start to come back into your regular downward facing dog, so no movement here. Bend your knees super deep, look towards the front of the mat, and slowly walk your feet to meet your hands. We all meet in a forward fold position. So coming to the top of the mat, feet are about hip distance apart. Start to slowly roll up to standing. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, roll it back down, palms face forward. Start to bend the knees, sweep arms up overhead, reach up towards the sky, pray for some sun. Exhale, forward fold, soft bend of the knees, dive forward. We're going to stay here for a moment. You have a couple options here. You can either grab opposite elbow and gently rock side to side, or you can interlace fingers behind the back, let the arms reach up overhead. If arms are overhead, you can bend one knee at a time and let the arms rock side to side, getting into that nice deep shoulder stretch here. Whatever choice you choose to make today, letting this feel good. Maybe you try one and then you try the other. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. Final big breath. And whenever it feels right for you, let the arms reach towards the ground, head hangs heavy. We'll start to slowly roll up to a standing pose. We're going to move between 2 rounds of our sun salutation A. So come to the top of the mat. We'll modify this first one, and then after that I'll be demonstrating our full versions. As always, you're more than welcome to modify, or you're welcome to skip it. How are we feeling? Great. Good in the rain? Okay, wait. How are we feeling? Great. Yeah, we're like, no, we actually don't feel good. No, just kidding. Okay, come to the top of the mat. Arms reach by your side. Bend into the knees. Sweep arms up overhead. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, on thighs, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, bend into the knees, place hands on the mat, step back, high plank position. We lower the knees down to modify, untuck toes, squeeze elbows into your side. Slowly lower down all the way. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift for cobra. Exhale, gently release the chest back down. Ground into the hands, lift up into a tabletop. Press yourself back into a child's pose. Hips come towards heels. Start to curl toes under, lift the hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog, we've been here before. 2 big breaths here. Maybe take a moment to notice how this downward dog feels. And we'll compare it with the last down dog of the day. 1 more big breath here. And at your next exhale, come back into stillness. Look towards the top of the mat. Bend your knees. Slowly walk the feet to meet the hands. Hang heavy here, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, release. Ground into the feet. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. And then release them by your side. So there's our modified version. Feel free to take that. Otherwise, we do our full version here at the top. Hands are by your side. Start to bend into the knees. Sweep arms up overhead. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands go on the mat. Step back. High plank position. Option to modify. Otherwise, staying up here, high plank. Start to shift the shoulders past the wrist. Glue elbows into your side. Engage your core. Exhale, lower down halfway. Try to run them. Inhale, upward facing dog. Drop the hips. Roll shoulders back. Gaze forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up towards the sky. 2 big breaths here. Final breath. And at the end of your next exhale, start to bend into the knees. Look towards the front of the mat. Slowly walk the feet to meet the hands. Hang heavy here, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Ground into the feet. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Reach up towards the sky. And exhale, bring hands back to heart center. We'll move into chair pose. So from where you are, start to bend into the knees. Sweep your hands across the mat. Arms reach up overhead. Your knees can either be together. If you have lower back pain, you can open them hip distance apart. We are tucking the tailbone under. So instead of pushing the booty out, see if you can engage the core, tuck the tailbone down. Arms reach up overhead. If you feel tightness in those traps, you can open the arms wide, turn the pinkies in. Excellent job. Bringing some heat and movement into the body. Continue to engage the core. You can stay here or on your next inhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper. Firing up the quads, firing up the core. One more big breath. And exhale, forward fold, dive forward. Your choice of a vinyasa here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands go on the mat, step or jump back, high plank position. Option to modify, otherwise shift forward, chaturanga, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, on your next inhale, lift your right leg up. Stack your right hip on top of the left. And you can make circles with the knees, circles with the ankle. You can flip your dog. If you're flipping your dog, press your hips up towards the sky, reach that top arm forward. Excellent. Being mindful of the grass. Maybe sharing a blanket with your friend. If you're going one way with those knee circles, switching it up, go the opposite direction. We'll all meet back in that three-legged dog. Absolutely no rush at all. Kick that right foot back, right toes face down. Step that right foot in between the hands. We come into a low lunge position. Make sure that that knee is directly on top of the ankle or tucking the tailbone under. On your next inhale, place your hands on your hips. Lift the chest up. Hands are on your hips or tucking tailbone under, engaging the core. On your next inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Turn palms to face me. Take a big breath. Exhale, pull down, cactus arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull down. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, arms lift up overhead. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Ground into that left hand. Inhale, right arm lifts out to the side. Starts to lift up overhead. Gaze follows the hand. You can stay here, or you can start to rainbow that right arm. Start to reach it forward. Touch the mat in front of you. The ground in front of you. Inhale, lift back up. Start to reach it behind you, making that rainbow shape here. Inhale to lift forward. And then on your next inhale, start to lift up overhead, reaching behind you. You can always tent up on those left fingers for a little bit more height. One more. Inhale, reaching forward. And exhale. On your next inhale, reaching all the way up and over. Reach it back behind you. On your next inhale, we cartwheel that hand all the way down to the ground. Turn that left heel up. Curl left toes under, lift left knee up. Step your right foot back behind you, downward facing dog. Lift right leg up. Option to stay here, or we take a core challenge. Start to bring knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, right leg kicks back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, shift forward. Inhale, right leg kicks back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick right leg back. And exhale, step right foot down. Great job, everyone. Moving to the other side. On your next inhale, lift left leg up. Exhale, bend left knee, stack left hip on top of right. You can stay here. You can make circles with the hip, circles with the ankle. If you flipped your dog on the other side, you can do that now. being mindful of your blanket, being mindful of the grass. If you're flipping your dog, press the hips up towards the sky. Reach that hand towards knee, towards the front of our space. Excellent job, everyone. See if you can square your hips if you're flipping your dog. Yes, great adjustment. I see you. Good job. If you are in your three-legged dog, you're making circles with the knees. See if you can switch the direction of the knee. So if you're going clockwise, switch it up, go counterclockwise. If you're flipping your dog, we'll all meet back together in that three-legged dog. So start to kick that left foot up, left toe space down. Take a big breath here, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. We come into a low lunge position. Place hands on hips. Inhale, start to lift the chest up. So as we did before, make sure that front knee is directly on top of the ankle. The knee's not caving in or out. Nice straight line. Tuck the tailbone under, engage the core. Once we're nice and strong in this foundation, on your next inhale, sweep arms up overhead. We do 3 cactus arms here. Turn palms to face me, take a big breath. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, lift up overhead. Exhale, pull down. Final one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, arms lift up overhead. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Ground into that right hand. Inhale, left arm lifts out to the side, lifts up overhead. Gaze follows the hand. You can stay here or we move into that rainbow arm variation. Start to bring that left hand towards the front of your mat, down to the floor. And on your next inhale, it'll lift you back up. Gaze goes behind you, hand goes behind you. 2 more. Inhale, lifting up overhead, coming to the front of the mat. On your next inhale, we lift back up, all the way back behind you. So it's a nice shoulder mobility here. 1 more time. Inhale, reaching forward. And starting to lift back behind you. Gaze goes behind you. On your next inhale, we cartwheel that hand all the way down to the front. Curl those right toes under, lift right knee up. Step that left foot back behind you, 3-legged dog. Option to stay here, or you can take that core challenge. Toes face down, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. And exhale, bring that foot back down, downward facing dog. Option to stay here. You can take a child's pose. If you want a challenge, you can join me at the front. I will be taking a plank pose. You can stay in a high plank or you can take a 4-arm plank. So I promise you we're going to bring some heat into the body. Bringing our core in tight, so draw the core into the back, lifting up the heels. We're here for a few moments. If you want even more of a challenge, ground into that left foot. Here, right on those right toes, start to lift right leg up. And exhale, lower down, ground into right foot, inhale, lift left foot. And lower, 1 more round, grounding into left, inhale, lift right. Lower back down, final one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Everyone meeting back, downward facing dog. Shake it out, shake the head yes, shake the head no. Knowing that we're all getting stronger together. Coming back into stillness, on your next inhale, lift right leg up. Exhale, step right foot in front of you. Keep left heel lifted. Place hands on hips. Inhale, lift the chest up. Moving into a high crescent lunge. So making sure that you're bending into that front knee. Knee is on top of the ankle. Again, knee not caving in or out. Lifting that back heel up. Hands on hips. Take a big breath. And exhale. On your next inhale, sweep arms up overhead. So you can stay here, you can stay static, or we're going to build on those cactus arms that we've been doing in class today. Turn palms to face me, take a big breath here, inhale. Exhale, lower left knee down, pull down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, pull down. Final one, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down, hold it here. Let that knee hover. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, warrior two, left foot pivots down, open out to the side. Arms are open into a T, bending into that front ankle, shoulders on top of hips. Make some circles with the hands, circles. Going one way and the other way. Okay, moving into starfish. Palms face down, take a big breath. Exhale, inhale, lift arms up overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. From here, moving into extended side angle. Right forearm comes down on right thigh. Left arm lifts up overhead. You can stay here if you want to take a half bind. Left hand comes behind the back. Grab the inside of the right thigh. If you want a full bind, right hand comes under your right thigh. Grab the left hand behind you. Roll that left shoulder back. Gaze up at the sky. And if you want a core challenge, bringing that heat into the body. Ooh. Come out of that bind. Lift both arms up overhead. Imagine that you're grabbing a big, big beach ball. Nice. So many core challenge variations here. I see you. I'm doing it with you. Time is on the clock. See if you can soften your expression. If you're in that bind, see if you can roll that shoulder back. See if you can stack yourself in between two planes of glass. Nice, good variation. Two more big breaths here. Final breath. And wherever you are, we start to bring that right forearm down just to rebalance. Inhale, we all lift back up. Warrior two. Turn that right palm forward. Reach forward. Reverse your warrior. Right arm comes up. Left hand comes back down to left thigh, left calf. Keep the bend to that front leg. Hold it here. And exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the floor. Turn left heel up. Step right foot back. Option to stay here, or we take that core challenge. On your next inhale, lift right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. And lower down. Great job. You can take a child's pose here, or you can hold it in a downward facing dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. You can always grab some water now if you need it. Two more big breaths. If you're in a child's pose, we'll all start to come back up, coming into a downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift that left leg up. Step the left foot in between the hands. Right heel is lifted. Place hands on hips. On your next inhale, lift the chest up. So take a moment to set with that strong foundation. Bend it into that front knee, making sure the knee is directly on top of the ankle. Hips are square. Shoulders are on top of the hips. Once you feel nice and strong, inhale, arms lift up overhead. We'll move into that same cactus arm variation that we've been doing. You can stay here or turn palms to face me. Take a big breath. Exhale, lower down, pull down, cactus arms. Inhale, lift up overhead. Exhale, pull down. Final one, inhale, lift. Exhale, pull down, hold it here. Engage the core. Inhale, lift up overhead. Exhale, warrior two, pivot back foot down, arms open out to a T. You can make circles with the wrist. You can ball the fingers into you can curl the fingers into a ball. Or you can do two other variations. You can imagine that water is on your fingers. You can flick it away. And your other option here is to imagine that you're in between two walls. You press the fingers up towards the sky. Feel that nice deep stretch in the heels of the hands. Whatever option you choose to take today, we're in this warrior two. And 2 more breaths. Final big breath here. And start to coming into stillness, palms face down. On your next inhale, straighten front leg, arms lift up overhead, starfish. Exhale, open back down, warrior two. 2 more times, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Final one, inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. For just a moment, move into a extended side angle. Left forearm comes on left thigh. Right arm lifts up overhead. So right tricep is framing right ear. Keep that bend into that front left knee, making sure that the knee is on top of the ankle. Same options as before. You can take a half bind by reaching right hand behind you, grab the inside of the left thigh. You can take a full bind by bringing left hand underneath and then grabbing right hand behind you. Roll right shoulder back, lift up at the sky. And if you want to take that core variation, you start to lift back up. Lift both arms up overhead. Imagine that you're grabbing that big, big beach ball. Imagine that you're in between 2 planes of glass. So roll that top right shoulder. Nice. Stack it behind you. Time is on the clock. Keep that bend in that front knee, making sure the knee is directly on top of the ankle. Make sure the knee is not caving in or out. Nice straight line. Yes, great adjustment right there. We're here for 3 more breaths. Yes, you can. See if you can soften the space in between the eyebrows. See if you can release tension in the jaw. 1 more breath. Wherever you are, start to bring that left forearm down on that left thigh. On your next inhale, we lift it back up, warrior two. Turn left palm up, reach forward. Reverse your warrior. Left arm lifts up overhead. And exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the floor. Step left foot back. Option to stay here, or you take that core challenge. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Final one. Inhale, kick it back. And exhale, lower back down, downward facing dog. Option to stay here, take a child's pose. Whatever feels good for you in this moment, you can grab water. We'll do 1 more standing sequence, and then we'll move into our cool down. One more big breath here. And wherever you are, we start to come back into a downward facing dog. Lift the hips up. Listen carefully. From your downward facing dog, keep your feet where they are. Pivot the left foot down. Set the right foot behind the right hand. Shortening our stance here. Bring your hands on your hips. Inhale, lift the chest up. So setting up for a warrior one. Bend into that front right knee. Press into the pinky side edge of that back foot. Hands are on the hips to square the hips. If this feels like too much, you can always step that back foot behind you if you can't square the hips. Otherwise, staying here. Once you feel ready, on your next inhale, arms lift up overhead. Warrior one. Palms can face in towards one another, or you can bring your palms together, lift the gaze up at the sky. If you're lifting the gaze, remember to keep that bend in that front right knee. 2 more big breaths here. Final big breath. And exhale, start to bring hands on hips, straighten right leg, take a big breath here, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, hinge forward, pyramid pose. You can stay here, Or you can start to bring that left hand down to the floor, tent up on those fingers for lots of height, and then start to lift that right arm up overhead. Getting that nice stretch all the way through the IT band, through the hamstring. One more big breath. And exhale, bring that right hand back down. Gently bend into that right knee, and then step that right foot back. Downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, left. Oh, no. Actually, from here, pivot the right foot down. Keep that foot lowered. Step the left hand behind the left foot behind the left hand. Hands on hips. Inhale, lift the chest back up. Setting up for that warrior one. Place hands on the hips. See if you can square the hips. Bend into that front left knee. Press into the pinky side edge of that back foot. Roll the shoulders back. Engage the core. Tuck the tailbone down. Once we're in that nice strong foundation, inhale, arms lift up overhead. You can stay here, or you can bring the hands together. Gaze up at the sky. Keep the bend in that front left knee. Keep engaging the core. Avoid too much tension in the low back by tucking the tailbone under. One more big breath. And exhale, bring hands down to the hips. Straighten left leg. Roll the shoulders back. Take a big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hips, or rather bring the shoulders square with the hips. Gaze down at the left big toe. You can stay here, or you can start to bring the right hand down underneath right shoulder. You can always tent up on those fingers, spider fingers, to get a little bit more height. And then from here, start to lift that left arm out to the side, and then lift it overhead. Reverse pyramid. Really that nice stretch in the outer hip, maybe in the glutes, maybe in the IT band. But anytime you feel any pain in the back of the knee, you can always just have a deeper micro bend here, so you're always avoiding locking the knee out, keeping those joints nice and healthy. 2 more big breaths. Final big breath. And exhale, bend into that left knee, place that left hand down, step left foot back, downward facing dog. Start to lower the knees down, child's pose for just a moment, walk the hands out in front of you. And then start to walk the hands back so that you're in a seated position. We're in hero's pose, so your knees are bent. This doesn't feel good on your knees if you always sit cross-legged, but I prefer this version for what we're going to do right now. But we're going to take a eagle's pose with our arms. So start to bring your hands beside you. Inhale, lift our arms up overhead. Wiggle those left fingers. Start to bring the left hand down, and then let the insides of your elbows meet. Excellent. From here, you can either grab opposite shoulders, or you can bring your hands together. If this feels good, you can start to lift up, arms up overhead, feeling that nice deep stretch in the back of the shoulders. One more big breath. And exhale, gently bring the hands down, release the arms. Inhale, lift up overhead. And now we switch sides, start to wiggle what hand did you just do? Left, okay, thank you. Start to wiggle your right fingers. Bring that right hand down, elbows meet. Option to grab opposite shoulders, or you can bring hands together. From here, you can stay here, or you can start to lift arms up overhead, feeling that nice deep shoulder stretch. I'm mirroring you guys up here at the front, so I'm doing everything backwards, so sometimes I get my left and my right confused. Thank you for your patience. You can close the eyes here. You can let this feel good. We're opening up the shoulders. One more big breath. And exhale, we start to slowly release the elbows down, release the arms up overhead, just to counter stretch. And exhale, bring them back down. Okay, we are going to do that, but we are going to build that into a crunch. So start to lower down onto your backs. If that did not feel good for you, you can always take a regular crunch. Otherwise, bring your feet back down, grab the back of your thighs, slowly lower down all the way. Moving into our eagle pose arms. So, as we did before, wiggle those right fingers, bring our right hand underneath, and let the elbows meet. And if you can take that double bind, bring your hands together. Bring arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, start to bring your elbows to meet. Crunch. Inhale, coming back down, lower down. Inhale, take a big breath here. Exhale, elbows to knees. And then lower down one more time. Inhale to lift. And exhale, crunch. Get into that small ball if you can. And lower back down. Release the arms, gently windshield wipers the knees side to side, and you do the same thing on the other side. This time take that left elbow underneath the right, coming into that double bind. This time you can maybe walk your feet all the way out, coming into that big crunch. Take a big breath here, inhale. Exhale, start to bring the knees in, elbows to knees. Inhale, open up, extend, legs hover, and exhale, crunch. One more, inhale, lift, and exhale, crunch, hold it here. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, release the hands. Bring the knees into the chest, and gently rock side to side. Moving into our cool down, start to lower the feet down. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up. Bring right ankle on top of left knee, supine figure four. You can gently press the right knee away, or you can start to lift left foot up, interlace fingers behind left thigh or the front of the left shin, and you can gently rock side to side. If you want even more, take your left hand, bring it onto the pinky side edge of that right foot. Extend the right arm out to the side, and then gently start to bring the left foot, or rather the right foot, over to the left side. So coming into that deep supine figure four, supine twist. If you're in a regular supine figure four, you can stay static, or you can rock side to side. If you're in that supine four, plus supine twist variation, see if you can use your left hand to ground that right foot into the floor. And see if you can try to energetically press that right knee away from you so it reaches up towards the sky, opening up the outside of that right hip. Whatever choice you choose to make today, we're here for 2 more breaths. Final big breath here. Hold it through the exhale. On your next inhale, if you're in that twist, you start to lift back up all together, meeting in a supine figure four. On your next inhale, lift that right leg up, and exhale, bring it back down. Same thing on the other side. On your next inhale, left leg lifts up a bit, and then bring left ankle on top of right thigh. You can either take your left hand, gently press the left knee away, or on your next inhale, you can lift that right knee up, interlace fingers behind right thigh or the front of the right shin, and you can stay still or you can gently rock side to side. If you want that supine twist variation, take your right hand, bring it to the pinky side edge of that left foot. Start to bring your left hand out to the side in line with the shoulder, and then bring your left foot down over to the right side. Using your right hand to ground the left foot into the floor, and then see if you can energetically press that left knee up towards the sky. So pressing it away from you. Again, if that ever feels like too much, just come back into that supine forward variation. You can stay still, you can gently rock side to side. Maybe even close your eyes. Slowing down our breathing, slowing down our breath. 2 more big breaths. And one. And at the end of your exhale, wherever you are, we all lean back, supine figure four. On your next inhale, lift left leg up and gently lower that foot down. Bring the knees into the chest, gently rock side to side. You can stay here or you can move into a happy baby. Bring the knees into the chest, lift those legs up, those feet up. Grab either your ankles or the pinky side edge of your feet. And you can either stay still or gently rock side to side. You can explore trying to extend one leg long and bring it in, and extending the other leg long and bringing it in if that feels good for you. Or you can stay still, getting ready to close out our practice in a few moments. If there's any other poses you would like to take after this, you're more than welcome to do so. You can take a shoulder stand, you can take a plow pose, maybe lift the legs up, whatever feels good. But whenever you feel ready, you start to get ready for our final resting pose, your Shavasana. You can either extend the legs long, or you can bring your feet together and open your knees out to the side for a Supta Baddha Konasana or supine butterfly pose if that feels good for you, opening up the inner thighs, the groin. Your hands can either be by your side, palms can face up, or you can place the left hand on the heart and the right hand on the belly. And you can either have a soft gaze, or if you feel safe to do so, maybe even explore closing your eyes. I have some eucalyptus towels. They are a bit cool. It may feel nice. It may feel a little bit redundant with this weather, but regardless, we will pass those out. Otherwise, start to bring your attention to your breath. Slow down your breathing. Slow down your breath. I will wake you up when we are ready to go to the final resting pose, your Shavasana.
You can either stay where you are, enjoying your shavasana, or you can start to come out of it by wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. If you're in a Supta, Baddha, if your feet are together and knees are out to the side, just simply bring your feet out long. We'll all take one more big final stretch together. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, point your toes, get as big as you can. And exhale, release. Slower than you want to, start to slowly roll over onto one side. And gently press yourself up into a seat. We'll close out our practice the same way that we started, with a few final closing breaths. So you can feel yourself cross-legged on your knees. You can have a soft gaze down at the floor, or if you feel safe to do so, you can close your eyes. Start to roll the shoulders up to the ears, roll it back down, maybe gently rock side to side. Start to take a big breath in through the nose. Big open sigh, release. Inhale, breathe in through the nose. Big open sigh. Final breath. Inhale, breathe in through the nose. This time, hold it at the top. See if you can sip in a little bit more air. Biggest sigh of the day, release. If you set an intention for your practice, maybe come back to that in this moment. And if not, just simply give yourself a pat on the back for showing up here. Whenever you feel ready, you start to slowly open your eyes, coming back into this space. Thank you all so much for joining me. I know it's less than ideal, but hey, we're here. We got some movement, and your body is going to be left feeling great. We will be here every Saturday moving forward. Rain or shine, we'll be here with the blankets and with your beautiful smiling faces. My name is Elisha. Some housekeeping. I know the blankets are probably going to be quite wet. If you wouldn't mind shaking them out, and if you could fold them and bring them up here at the front, we would greatly appreciate it. If you borrowed a mat and it's mostly dry, you can roll that up and place it in my wagon. If it's a bit grassy, just bring it up here at the front and I can deal with it. I have some QR codes up here for donations, and we have a jar of for cash. And if you'd like to stay in touch, you're more than welcome to follow me on social media. I have a newsletter where you'll find out all the details for these classes moving forward. We're going to be here until October. I'd love to get to know you. Come by, say hi, stop by. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming out today.